So I'm going to take this opportunity to issue my one and only advisory. If you have a platform and you have content with my name attached to lies, take it down now.
Allegedly.
That Chris Webber allegedly slept with Doug Christie's wife behind his back. Okay, not only that, but the child between Doug Christie and his wife, they're saying apparently is Chris Webber's child. Okay, now again, when I heard about these shocking claims, I immediately did some digging. All right, I did my research to try to find the source of these claims. However, I was unsuccessful. Okay, this is why I shied away from.
And I said the same thing when we made our joint. I'm just saying.
On the topic. However, when I did my search on YouTube, as you see here, it was several channels speaking on this topic, right? However, I assume that, several of these channels were being ran by AI. Okay, of course, people are putting the AI together, but when you click on some of these videos, it's clear that some of the content that you're witnessing is all being ran by AI. You get what I mean? So it's really hard to pinpoint the individuals responsible for putting these rumors out. However, that hasn't stopped Chris Webber, who moments ago put out a video and essentially warning those speaking on this topic and letting it be known, listen, if you're spreading lies, you know what I'm saying?
He gonna punch you in your mouth.
He will steal off on you.
He gonna come around. He gonna come around here, around your house,
crack you
out. We said allegedly. We reacted to Cory Holcomb's reaction.
Yeah, we reaction to a reaction.
So we ain't even know.
Yeah,
we ain't even know.
Just know, this.
Why he didn't put our thumbnail up there? I thought it was pretty good.
The only warning to address the lies, right? That's essentially hurting him and his brand, because now people are looking at Chris Webber differently. Like, damn, who would do that to a former teammate? You know what I mean? How would you sleep with the man's wife behind his back? And then, you know what I mean, secretly be the father of his child. I mean, this is crazy. Now, of course, Cory Holcomb last week, he spoke on these rumors on his show, so it seems as if Chris Webber not only sent a warning to Cory, but other platforms who pretty much covered this topic without doing their research. Okay, so with that being said, y'all know how we do, man. Let's check out this clip from Cory Holcomb last week, speaking on these rumors.
Sensei Rick, you sneaky motherfucker. You still gonna show, it's still the same thing we did. It's the same reaction.
Their reaction.
You just did a little, I don't know. I did I don't know at the front of mine too. Listen, we don't know.
But the little girl looked like him, though.
Right. And Chris Webber ain't say he didn't do it. He just said, if you lying on me, I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
Right, I got you.
And afterwards, you're going to hear Chris Webber and his warning to those speaking.
All right, maybe he did.
On these alleged rumors involving him, former teammate Doug Christie, and his wife. All right, with that being said, y'all let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section below. But yeah, let's get right to it.
What do you mean?
This whole Doug
you
Christie,
know what happened? What happened?
So this is what I heard. I ain't did a lot of reading. So apparently the chick that he's been with that came up with the whole Basketball Wives show concept, Jackie had cheated on him with Chris Webber and had a baby that is now in her 20s. And she basically lied and had Doug Christie thinking that this young lady was his daughter, when in all actuality it was Chris Webber's baby.
So that's real news. Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what I heard. That's the I don't know all the details, but that's what I heard. I can't corroborate it. But
this woman who wouldn't let him go nowhere without her. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember
from the show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about. I remember this player, Doug Christie, had a wife that would not allow him to go nowhere without her.
Women, none of that. He couldn't talk to female reporters. He couldn't be in a room with a woman. None of that.
Allegedly.
Nah, that was real talk. You seen that?
Niggas, I remember. Listen, I remember when that was what was said, and I do remember him having interviews and stuff. Why would I want to be with anyone else? I remember him saying something like that.
Right? Because
why would I want to be with anyone else?
Right.
But later them niggas would come around and say they ain't never say that. Right. I don't know. We'll see.
Can somebody do you like that? Can somebody tell you you can't go nowhere without me? Can that happen?
That did happen, yeah, all the time.
Yeah, but now okay, because now it's not.
He sued.
Last I heard, I didn't know that it was confirmed or not, because I know that he sued
Went to court.
find that out. He filed a lawsuit against multiple parties, Weber and Chris.
He won $4 million, and she's paying half, and Chris Weber is paying half. But the whole dramatic part about it is Chris Weber would be over there all the time. They said, and the daughter said that he would be over there, like every time he seen her, he would be emotional and crying.
And that's the thing about stories, yo. Once you add on and story pass from one person to the next person to the next person,
by the time we get back,
nothing like that.
No.
The story started off that Doug's wife one time was caught in the room alone with
Chris Weber.
And now it's
butt naked,
right? Or
with one shot on,
right? Well, you putting something else. Allegedly, it's all allegedly. It never happened. Chris Webber said, well, we don't know what he said yet. We're gonna see.
Right. Chris Webber, because I guess
Well, we see Chris Webber cry a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, this.
He went on crying type of athlete.
Yeah, he crying ass nigga.
Hey, Chris looked kind of weird, man. You know what I mean? Honestly,
He would be over where?
Doug look kind
He'd
of
be visiting them because
Going to their house.
A teammate is
acting like he's visiting with Doug, but he just over there to see his daughter. They don't know that's her father.
God, that is crazy.
And the daughter came out and said he would be crying. She basically disowned her mother and
all Craig facts. That's not us.
We don't know.
That's Craig facts.
We don't know nothing about that.
Right. Well,
we wasn't up their house.
we wasn't there.
We don't know what's going on.
Wasn't there for the holidays.
and Chris Webber. Like, hey, y'all foul. So she sided with Doug. Like, this is the only father I ever known. You guys are foul.
Let me ask you a question, Craig. If I came to your house and sat down more than twice in a week, would that be weird?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? What you?
Yeah, because
I love you, Cory, but what the fuck you doing at my house?
All the time, right?
I mean, that's some YL, man.
What is a man? Okay, I know a couple of guys that I allow at my house, but I don't have a wife anymore at my house.
Right.
It's a different atmosphere. But if you have
Shannon Sharp allow a couple of men in his house. So,
a woman at home with you that you love, why is another man over there with y'all more than
once a year?
I was just going to say more than twice a month.
Damn, he said once a year.
Right, nigga. Right.
I mean, even if they're buddies, because they were teammates. So let's say it was during the times that they were playing.
It's only one Christmas. So unless it's a Christmas twice a month, what the fuck are you doing here, nigga? We could do all the shit somewhere else, but man.
So he faked being even closer to him only to do that, to see his kid.
My neighbor cussed me out.
That's crazy.
You know why my neighbor cussed me out? He lived on the other side of the porch. Because he always invite me over and I'd never come. Right. He was a Caucasian man also.
Oh, yeah.
And I know what happens with me. I'm not even saying nobody else. I know what happens with me. Your bitch gonna want to give me some pussy. When I'm around people and the women get to know me, they want to give me some pussy. This is what I know. But ever since I've been 30 and up. Ever since I've been 30 and up, if your bitch around me, I'm worried about her doing one of these laughs.
Right, I don't know why they keep going into this, but let him finish.
I know what that laugh is. You can't have real niggas around your family unless them motherfuckers got some real ties with you that's like, you willing to stand in front of the world and say, this is my man, I guarantee you, my man ain't gonna cross me. Because your wife's, your daughter's pussy is something that most men want to acquire, if they can. If you don't know that.
What's up, party people? Man,
It's DJ Chris Webber. Party people.
the internet is undefeated, huh? That's That's why I'm gonna give this friendly reminder to some of my friends out there that you can't believe everything you read, see, or hear on the internet, especially when they're all lies. No proof, just made up lies. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to issue my one and only advisory. If you have a platform and you have content with my name attached to lies, take it down now. And to those that started the rumor, that started the lies and then continued to spread the lies, I dare you not to take it down. I dare you to repeat a lie. You're not going to defame my name. Of course the lawyers are in action. Of course the lawyers are in motion and are motivated. But that's that. If anyone else that wants some insight and a story or some tools of how to get through the distractions, how to stay focused during the bull, go get my book.
This nigga promoted.
By God's grace.
This nigga just
Did he fuck up his wife or not?
Did you pay the $2 million?
Right,
What's going on?
Clear it up. It's like that's. You know what I'm saying? Don't elude.
Did she pay $2 and you paid the $2? What?
You making yourself seem more guilty. I need you to plainly say, I ain't never touched Doug's wife. That's crazy.
But if you didn't, hey Chris, yo, Our bad.
We apologize. And we never said you did. We always said allegedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know. We just watched the video. We listen to Cory.
Yeah,
Cory, talk to Cory.
By God's grace. By God's grace.
This nigga promote his book.
But did he hit though?
Yeah, did he bang?
He not even telling us.
I don't know.
It's crazy. The enemy wants us to be distracted, man. You gotta put your blinders on. Stay focused, man.
Distracted by what, Chris? What happened, man?
This nigga did a Rick Ross.
Stay focused, man.
I don't know, guys. You do your own research and let us know what you think. Right. I personally feel like he should have did a little bit more on the clarification side, but time will only tell. And let me know what you think in the comments.
What he just said. And
if we were inaccurate, we definitely apologize. No doubt about it.
Wrong, man. If we wrong, man.
You know what I'm saying? But you should say something.